Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for coming today. My name is Dana Walton, and I am a Trailhead Operations Specialist. And we're going to be talking today about getting started with Salesforce certifications. So if you've never heard of a certification or you're looking to take your first one, this is the perfect session for you. With all of our presentations at Salesforce, we have this wonderful forward-looking statement, which I'm sure plenty of you are familiar with by now. And it simply says that please base all of your purchasing decisions on products that are currently available. So, show of hands, who here has ever been to or heard of a Salesforce World Tour? Anyone? Oh, my slides aren't going. There we go. Oop. Okay. So, one of my favorite things about my job is that for the past 3 years, I have the opportunity to go around the country to events like Dreamforce, World Tours, Trailhead DX, and I actually get really excited because 6+ hours a day, I stand in booths and I talk to people just like you. People who are looking to get certified for the first time and people who are looking to get that next new certification to skill up. I answer questions all day long about certifications, and I get to hear your perspective. And one of the big questions is, why should I get certified? What are the benefits? And being Salesforce certified is the first step in unlocking so many different potential career paths within Salesforce and outside in our ecosystem. And it's also a great way to help leverage Salesforce usage and adoption within your community, within your company, so you can help drive your business's goals. And the great thing about Salesforce certifications is that once you actually earn one, we require you to maintain it. And that means that you're going to get questions every year about new product features, some products that have been retiring, and all the latest innovations with Salesforce, so you stay up to date in what's current in Salesforce. As you get started in your Salesforce certification journey, there's one thing that I do ask that you keep in mind, and that is the fact that while you're surrounded by a ton of people who are looking to get certified, and you're all on the same journey, not everybody's going to be on the exact same position that you are. We have people who are getting certified for the first time for a new career. We have people who are re-entering the workforce, say from veterans or a mom who's getting into the workforce for the first time. So everybody has different motivations as why they want to get Salesforce certified. But you are all looking for that final goal of your certificate and your logo saying, I am a certified professional, I truly know my stuff, and I am an expert in whatever Salesforce certification you're going for. And I'll be honest though, the road to Salesforce certification isn't always an easy one, but hopefully it doesn't have to be stressful. So as you go through your certifications, there are 3 rules that I ask you keep in mind. And the very first rule is don't stress out. There are so many certifications out there in the marketplace right now, and I have to remind myself as I get prepared for certifications that I'm not the only person who's gone through this. It can be really challenging to take an exam for the first time because I don't know about you, but I haven't done a certification or any kind of exam since college. And so for me, I get really into the minutia of, I have to sit for 2 hours answering tons of multiple choice questions. I don't ever get to see the product that I'm answering questions on, and I kind of get in my head about that. I have to remind myself that there are tens of thousands of people who've done this before me and countless others who will do this after me. And so rule number 1, don't stress out. Rule number 2, know your resources. So the Trailhead team has created 3 amazing resources for you to use as you get started. And the first, if you haven't heard of it, is Trailhead. I hope you have because you're kind of in our zone right now. But Trailhead, if you don't know, is a free way to learn Salesforce. And it's all gamified and it's fun. You can earn points and badges. And it's a really great time to a really great way to learn how to do Salesforce products. So we have roles in Trailhead. If you want to actually pick a role and pick a path, you can be an admin, you can be a marketer, a developer, an architect. It's all there for you. Or you can dabble and do whatever you want. We're not going to restrict your path within Trailhead. So it's a great way to get started in learning before you're ready to take the certification exam. The next resource is a certification website, and it's my personal favorite because my team created it. And on the certification website, the certification team within Trailhead has created all of this learning for you, specifically targeted for getting ready for the certification exams. So again, like Trailhead, we've broken it up into different roles. So you can have the admin path, developer, Pardot, if you want to look at all the different certifications we have, because we have 26 total. And the certification website gives you details about each exam. So you can see how long each exam is, how many questions are there, what's the passing rate, how much do you have to get right. We also have recommendations if you want to get some more training on Trailhead or some of our instructor-led training as well to really help you get to skill up before you take the certification exam. And then the last resource that we have for you was created by Trailhead, but it's really cool because it's actually monitored by people like you, and that's the Trailblazer community. I love the community because it is a great resource for anybody who within Salesforce. It's not just restricted to certifications. But the great thing about the community is the fact that we actually have targeted study groups for each of our certifications. So you can go to those study groups, crowdsource information from other users who have been in the same place as you before, and ask for recommendations from them on how they got started in prepping for their exams. What resources did they use? And some of our users have actually created their own study guides, which are pretty phenomenal. I'm kind of jealous at their skills. So I definitely recommend checking out the Trailblazer community if you have any questions that you want to ask to the community, because it's a great resource. And the final rule I have for you to keep in mind is that failure is not fatal. It is not uncommon for some of our users to fail on whichever exam they're going for. And these are blog posts that people have actually put up of their own not success stories. And because it's a message that we want to get out to the community that it's okay. Because every time you fail or is an opportunity to continue learning. And the great thing about our certification exams is that we actually give you feedback on your exams after you complete them. So pass or fail, you get this feedback. These are my actual exam results for the admin practice test. And as you can see, it was pretty miserable. I am not an admin. I took the instructor-led training, but I don't work day to day in the product. So my skill base is not that great. I'm doing okay, for instance, in organization setup, but workflow automation, I know absolutely nothing about. But I was okay when I saw these exam results. I mean, at first I laughed and was really disappointed with myself, but I was okay with the fact that I failed because they told me where I need to continue learning. So I know, based off of these 12 or 13 sections, which all align back to the exam guide on the certification website, that I need to focus my attention in these areas. So that's a great place to start. And that reminds me of rule number 2, which is know your resources. The Trailhead team has really put a lot of thought into how we can help you succeed in whatever you're looking to get certified in. And so for every single one of our exams, we have an exam guide. And that tells you learning resources as well as the different section levels that you need to know, weighting within those section levels, recommendations for training if you want to skill up before taking the exam. And for 6 of our certifications right now, we have trail mixes that were also created by the Trailhead team. And these trail mixes align directly to what's going to be on the exam. So for admin, you can see that is a 44-hour trail mix. There's a lot of learning potential there. And we just introduced for Dreamforce trail mixes for Marketing Cloud, which is really exciting. So if you are looking to get started in your certifications, please go to the certification website. You'll find all of these resources there on each exam page, and we can get started helping you out. Now, one of the cool things that I've done in my job is the fact that I actually go around and proctor exams, and I've had the opportunity to proctor 3 different blind test takers in the Indianapolis area. And when in helping these test takers get their certifications, they all passed on the first attempt, which was really exciting for me, and I'm sure even more exciting for them. But the cool thing is that the Salesforce Trailhead team recognizes the fact that, again, not everybody's going to be on the same path, and we want to make sure that we are giving everybody as much opportunity as possible to get their certifications. So both Trailhead and Web Assessor, which is the site where you actually take the certification exams, are ADA accessible, which is really cool. I'm actually going to be proctoring a young woman in a few weeks who has autism, and it's going to be a new experience for both of us because we're going to read the exam questions out loud to her because that's how she processes things better than actually reading them by herself. And so it'll be a learning opportunity for all of us because who knows how it'll work, but we're trying something new. And so within the Trailhead team, if you do have any questions about your exams or any limitations, come see us and we'll definitely try and help you out and figure out how we can help you succeed because we want you to succeed. That's our big goal. I'm going to give you all a little homework. If you have the opportunity, please come visit us at the Trailhead Academy at the Hilton in Union Square. We are there throughout all of conference. I'll be there all day today, tomorrow, and Friday. We actually offer certification exam sessions. If you want to try and take a certification, they're half off at Dreamforce, the original price, which is really cool because that's the only time we discount any of our exams. So we have these times available for you today, tomorrow, and Friday. And if you take that exam, pass or fail, you get that feedback. So you can see where your skills are, where your strengths and weaknesses are. And if you don't happen to pass, or even if you do and you want to continue learning, we also offer study hall with certified experts. So you can go to study hall, you can ask questions from our experts. We have theater sessions as well in the Trailhead area, or at the Trailhead Theater at the Trailhead Academy. And in these study halls and in these theater sessions, you can continue to learn and ask questions of people who've been in this role before. And then last but certainly not least, we have hands-on workshops. And those are 2-hour deep dives into products where you're working with a certified instructor on admin skills, Pardot skills, marketing cloud, whatever. There are tons and tons of sessions available. So check out if you don't have the Salesforce Events app, definitely download it. Check out the agenda and see what hands-on workshops are still available and what you're interested in. And then last but not least, if any of you are certified right now, we do have a new maintenance linking process for linking your Trailhead and your Web Assessor accounts. So just a general FYI, come see us at the Trailhead Academy if you do have any questions about those processes. Awesome. Well, if you have any questions, I will be over here happy to help out. I have these great little hoodie pins for anybody who has a question about certification. And thanks so much, everyone.